Namaste students. Today we can start with the definitions and terminology which is used in coordination compounds, and these are the terminologies we are using in coordination compounds. Here, before going to these terminologies, we have to first know what is the definition of coordination compounds. You know that coordination compound, it is a compound formed by the bonding between the neutral molecules or anions when these are going to bond with the central metal atom or ion in the saturated state. That type of the compounds are called as the coordination compounds, and these coordination compounds are stable in solid state as well as in its liquid state. Okay, here coordination compounds are the compounds formed by the bonding of neutral molecules or anions with the central metal atom or ion. These are stable in its liquid state as well as in its solid state. Those are considered as the coordination compounds, and these are the some examples of coordination compounds. Now we can step into definitions which are used in coordination compounds. That is, first one is coordination entity. Here coordination entity, it is the thing or it is the portion which is present in coordination compound, and it constitutes central metal atom or ion along with the ligands or along with the molecules or ions which are attached directly to the central metal atom or ion. That itself is called as the coordination entity. Here coordination entity can be defined as it is the portion of the coordination compound and it constitutes central metal atom or ion along with the molecules or ions which are directly attached to the central metal atom or ion. That itself is called as the coordination entity. For example, in this case, CuNH3,4SO4. This itself is the coordination entity. Here, copper, it is the central metal atom or ion, and these are the neutral molecules, and this is the negative or anion, and complete molecules which are present in this square bracket are considered as the coordination entity. Okay, and we are having some examples here: FeCN6 and COCl3NH3 twice, NiCO4, PtCl2NH3 twice, CONH36, then NiCl2H2O4. These are all examples for the coordination entity. And next terminology is central atom or ion. You know that any coordination compound, it contains a central metal atom or ion along with the molecules or ions which are directly bound to that metal ion or atom. Okay, here central metal atom or ion, it can be defined as it is the metal atom or ion which is bound by the number of molecules or number of ions in a coordination compound. That itself is called as the central metal atom or ion. Okay, look at this one. In this compound, this copper, it is surrounded by the, or it is coordinated with the 4 molecules of ammonia and 1 molecule of sulfate. And this metal atom or ion itself is the central metal atom or ion. Okay, now go for potassium ferrocyanide. In this potassium ferrocyanide, we are having the 2 metal atoms or ions. For example, potassium is there and iron is there. Okay, out of these two, iron is the central metal atom or ion. Because this central metal atom or ion, it is surrounded by the 6 cyanide ions, and this becomes the central metal atom or ion for potassium ferrocyanide. And in the next one, cobalt is the central metal atom or ion, nickel is the central metal atom, and platinum is the central metal ion, and cobalt again central metal ion, and nickel it is the central metal ion. So this is about the central metal ion. And one more thing is there, in a coordination compounds there is a formation of bond between the central metal atom and the ligands. And here ligands are the molecules which are surrounded the central metal atom or ion, which are going to donate a pair of electrons. Here molecules are ions which are surrounding the central metal atom or ion. These molecules are going to donate the pair of electrons, and these pairs of electrons are accepted by the central metal atom or ion. And you know that acid base concept, which accepts a pair of electron, that is called as the Lewis acid, and which donates a pair of electron, that is called as the Lewis bases. In coordination compound, central metal atom or ion, it is going to accept a pair of electron, and hence here central metal atom or ion of a coordination compound can act as a Lewis acid. Okay, this is all about. Next definition is ligands. In this case, ammonia molecules and sulfate ions, cyanide ions, chloride ions, amine molecules, then carbon monoxide CO, then chloride ions, again ammonia molecules. These are all the examples of ligands. Here ligands can be defined as in a coordination compound which is donating a pair of electron and ligate to the central metal atom or ion through coordinate bonds are called as the ligands. For example, we are having that is ammonia molecules or amine you can take, and sulfate ions. These are going to donate a pair of electrons to the central metal atom or ion. By donating a pair of electron to the central metal atom or ion, these are going to form a coordinate bond with the central metal atom or central metal ion. And these type of molecules which are going to surround the central metal atom or ion in a coordination compound itself is called as the ligand. And in ligand we are having different types. There is anionic ligands, there is cationic ligands, even we can find the ligands with the positive charge, those are considered as the cationic ligands. Ligands means those may be simple ions such as chlorides Cl minus, fluorides F minus, bromides Br minus. Or we can also have the small molecules such as water molecule, hydroxyl ion, and carbon monoxide, nitric oxide. These are the simple or small molecules. Those are also considered as the ligands. Even we can find the macromolecules or bigger molecules. Ethane 1,2 diamine and EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraestate or ethylene diamine triestate. Next aspartame, okay, aspartate ions, sorry. These are also considered as the ligands. Even proteins also can act as the ligands. Now we can move towards examples of, that is anionic ligands, cationic ligands, as well as the neutral molecules or neutral ligands. Okay, Cl minus, then oxalate ion, and this is one more negative ion, and we are having fluoride ions, then Be minus, NH2 minus, CO3 2 minus. These are all considered as the anionic ligands. Anionic ligands are the ligands which contains negative charge on it, and these are ready to donate a pair of electron to the central metal atom or ion to form a coordinate bond. Okay, these are the anionic ligands. Next we are having neutral ligands. Water, it is a neutral molecule. There is no charge on water, but it contains a lone pair of electron to donate. And this is one example of neutral ligand. Then ammonia NH3, carbon monoxide, and ethane 1,2 diamine. Next one, we are also having some other nitric oxide NO. Okay, that is also considered as the neutral ligand. Next one, positively charged ligands are cationic ligands. For example, NO plus, NH2 plus, NH4 plus. These are the molecules which contains a positive charge on it, but these are ready to donate a pair of electron which is present on the nitrogen molecule. Okay, there is a pair of electron on the nitrogen, and this nitrogen and this nitrogen. These are going to donate that pair of electron to the central metal atom to form a coordinate bond. Okay, so these are the examples of anionic, cationic as well as the neutral ligands. But here one more thing is there. Ligands which are coordinate or which ligates to the central metal atom or ion by using a proper site or by using a particular site or particular atom. That itself is called as the ligating property or ligating site of the which one? That ligand. For example, we can have, that is in CuNH3 SO4 2-, in NH3 molecule, nitrogen is going to donate a pair of electron to get coordinate with the central metal atom or ion. Here nitrogen is the donor atom or donor site in this ammonia molecule. Next, if you come for the cyanide, here nitrogen again donating a pair of electron to the central metal atom, and this becomes the donor atom or donor site. And in this one also nitrogen. In carbon monoxide we are having the oxygen, it can donate a pair of electron and it is acting as a donor atom. Next one again same, and we are having the nitrogen, and in water molecule here oxygen is going to donate a pair of electron. Okay, so here oxygen, it can act as the donor site or donor atom. We can find only one donor atom or donor site in a ligand, or we can also find more than one donor site or donor atom in a particular ligand. Depending on the number of donor atoms in a particular ligand, we can have the different classifications. Monodentate ligand, didentate ligand, tridentate ligand, tetradentate ligand, pentadentate ligand, and hexadentate ligands are there. Okay, here monodentate ligand, and next are the polydentate ligands. Monodentate ligand means this is the ligand which ligate to the central metal atom or ion through one donor site or through one donor atom. That itself is called as the monodentate ligand. For example, we can find Cl minus. It is a monodentate ligand. Water molecule, it is a monodentate ligand. Okay, in water molecule, out of two atoms, here oxygen is the only atom which is going to donate a pair of electron. So here oxygen, it can act as the donor site or donor atom. In NH3, nitrogen is the only donor atom and it is going to donate a pair of electron, and these are considered as the monodentate ligands. Here denticity itself is nothing but the number of donor atoms. which are present in a ligand. That itself is called as the denticity. And next one, we are having the polydentate ligands. Polydentate ligands means these are the ligands which are having the several number of donor atoms or donor sites in a particular ligand. That itself is considered as polydentate ligands. Example for polydentate ligands we are having, that is bidentate ligand, tridentate ligand and other ligands. Here bidentate ligand is a ligand which ligates to the central metal atom or ion by using the two donor sites or by using the two donor atoms of a ligand. That itself is called as a bidentate ligand. Okay, if it uses the three donor atoms to bind a central metal atom or ion, then it is called as the tridentate ligand. And if it use the four donor atoms, then it is considered as the tetradentate ligand. And if 5 donor atoms, then it is pentadentate ligand. And if you use another extra ligand, that is donor atom, that is 6 donor atoms are there, then you can find that is hexadentate ligands. Okay, so here we are having the different types of the ligands, that is depending on their denticity. Okay, here ethane 1,2 diamine. This is considered as the bidentate ligand because in ethane 1,2 diamine we are having the two nitrogen atoms, and these two nitrogen atoms are ready to donate a pair of electron, and at a time these two donor atoms ligate to the central metal atom by using the two lone pairs of electrons, and hence it is considered as the bidentate ligand. Okay, next one we are having oxalate ion. This oxalate ion is also bidentate ligand because it can use two oxygen atoms to ligate to the central atom or ion. Okay, next one we are having, this is the molecule. In this one nitrogen and oxygen both are going to ligate to the central metal atom or ion, and it is also a bidentate ligand. Okay, so next we can move towards the, that is tridentate ligands. Okay, tridentate, example for tridentate ligand, it is ethane that is a diamine. Okay, so here ethane 1,2 diamine is there. Next we can find that is triamines. Okay, triamines of the same compound can act as the tridentate ligands. And if you move towards the one more thing, that is aspartate ion, that is also act as the tridentate ligand. Next one is the tetradentate ligands. Okay, so in tetradentate ligands we are having, that is tetraamines and pentaamines. Okay, those are considered as the tetradentate ligands and the pentadentate ligands, and the last one is the hexadentate ligand. Okay, so in hexadentate ligand we are having EDTA, ethane, ethylene diamine tetraestate. Here molecular formula of that one is CH2, single bond CH2, it is N, CH2 COO minus, CH2 COO minus, and again say okay. In this molecule we can find the 6 donor sites or donor atoms. Okay, first one is this nitrogen, and the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and the sixth one. 4 oxygen atoms and 2 nitrogen atoms. Totally 6 donor atoms are present in this EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraestate. Okay, and it ligates to the central metal atom or ion simultaneously with the 6 donor atoms, and hence this EDTA is called as the hexadentate ligand. Okay, and this EDTA widely used in our day-to-day life. That is a thing, that is shampoo. In shampoos we are using the EDTA, and this EDTA, it ligates to the central metal atom or ion by using the 6 donor atoms at a time. And these type of molecules are these type of the ligands which are going to form a ring-like structures, and those type of complexes are called as the chelate complexes. Chelate complexes, and the ligands are called as the chelating ligands. Here, if there is a presence of more than one donor atom or donor site in a ligand, that ligand can ligate to the central metal atom or ion at a time with the 2 donor atoms or more than 2 donor atoms. When it ligates to the central metal atom by using the 2 or more donor atoms, it is going to form a ring-like structures. Okay, and these ring-like structures are nothing but the chelate complexes, and the ligands which produces the chelate complexes are called as the chelating ligands. For example, ethane 1,2 diamine. Okay, it ligates to the central metal atom or ion by using 2 nitrogen atoms, and it forms a that is ring-like structure. Okay, it forms a that is 5-membered ring-like structures, and these compounds are going to form the chelate complexes, and these chelate complexes are more stable as compared to the complexes formed by the unidentate ligands. Okay, it is because of the some structural properties. We will study about that in the next topics or next concepts of this coordination compounds. Okay, and here ligands which are donating a pair of electron to the central metal atom or ion, and you know that ions are molecules which donate a pair of electrons. Those type of compounds are considered as the Lewis bases. Okay, in a coordination compound, central metal atom or ion that can act as a Lewis acid, and ligands which are ligating to the central metal atom or ion by donating a pair of electrons, those are considered as the Lewis bases. Okay, here simple or general formula of coordination compound is MLN. Here M is the central metal atom or ion, and L is the ligand, and this N is the number of ligand molecules, or number of molecules of the ligand.